Take out the blazer, loosen up the tie, step inside the booth. Mr. Monday is alive. You're listening to the Urban Business Roundtable. I'm your host, Curtis R. Monday. Call me live in the studio at 312-374-8130. 312-374-8130. Don't knock the hustle. Join in. By all means, join in. I want to say good morning to everyone's listening to my voice, people on social media. Follow me. What's up, Patty Barber? I see you. Trey Ferguson. What up, Q? Ruru? And to everyone who tunes in the WVON and supports the Urban Business Roundtable, we appreciate you. Again, call me 312-374-8130. The show is called the Urban Business Roundtable. It's a show dedicated to the creation and growth of the urban entrepreneur and small business owner. We have three primary goals here on the Urban Business Roundtable. One, to redefine the word urban and to help the urban community leverage their purchasing power. Money is power, and we got a lot of it in our community. Two, to be a resource for the creation, sustaining, and growth of small businesses and entrepreneurship. And three, to provide small business owners and entrepreneurs access to capital and opportunity to grow their businesses. So the guests we have on the Urban Business Roundtable each week are strategically created or found to be on the show to help our listening audience do just that, grow and sustain their individual businesses. You can listen to the Urban Business Roundtable live every Saturday here on the Talk Chicago WVON 1690 at 9 from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can catch us on iHeartRadio. And then also the condensed recap on Wednesdays at 8:30 a.m. and Thursdays at 6:05 p.m. I need you to follow me. I'm everywhere. Curtis R. Monday on Facebook, on Instagram, C Monday, and subscribe to the YouTube channel where we put a lot of great content out there. This show that we're doing right now will be out there on my YouTube channel. So come on out. When I say things like follow me, right, or go out to the channel, that's what's called a call to action, right? That means I need you to do something. And for entrepreneurs, things like likes and subscriptions and call me for a quote or whatever it is, that's highly critical. That's highly important. I know we know how to do call to actions. We understand that. Mm-hmm. You know how I know? Because when Trey Songz redid the intro on Power, we called like hell, Nakita.
Yes, we did.
Didn't we? We shut it down. They took Trey off and put Joe back. Y'all think I'm in 2 weeks. It was an outrage. I know we know how to do a call to action. We just calling on the wrong stuff. Mm-hmm. So, man, Steve, what's up, man? I appreciate it. So, call to action. So, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I got $100 for a lucky subscriber. I'm not going to tell you what number because y'all got strategic. I said 150, and then y'all start waiting until the count got up to 149 before you call. No. You subscribe to the channel. I got $100 for you. I'm not going to tell you which subscriber I'm going to give the money to. Learn more about me. Visit my website, www.curtisrmonday.com. Schedule your strategic and business coaching session. Get your financial house in order. Hey, another call to action. I got $1,000 right now for an organization or a charity. An organization or charity that you support. We have a program in my office, Curtis R. Monday Insurance Agency, called the Quotes for Good program. It's a program where we partner. You can't be with State Farm already. You got to allow us to give you a quote, fill out a quote sheet. I give you $1,000 at the end of the rainbow. No promise to do business, just an opportunity. I have $1,000 for you. So if you have, you're part of the school band, the school basketball team, your kids' cheerleading team, the church, if you're a Delta, a Sigma, whatever the case may be, call me, $1,000 to your organization, and we can go with the Quotes for Good program. I want to say what's up to Marshall Hollis and Jacqueline Davis. I appreciate you also. On today's show, we got some great, phenomenal guests. We're going to be joined by Illinois State Representative Sonia Marie Harper. She's going to be with us. In studio right now is Miss Nakita Nicci, media expert. What's up, Nakita? How you doing?
Great morning. How are you?
All right. Going to talk to us a little bit about branding a business and how to do what you do. And so before we get into our proceedings, I got to give thanks for thanks is due. I want to say thank you, God, for all that you've done in my life, and thank you for this opportunity. Praying always that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. I want to give you my little nugget that he dropped in my spirit this week, and that is understanding the power of favor. Favor, in my opinion, is better than personal skills and preparation because you can be limited by your personal skills. You can be limited by your preparation. But favor, by definition, means gaining approval, acceptance, or special benefits or blessings. And it also often comes as a result of prayer or righteous living. And here's the key component. The key component is that It's favor according to God's good pleasure, and God is limitless. That's the plug right there. If I got favor, it don't matter my limitations. It don't matter how much lack I got. If God be for me, who can be against me? So I'm telling you right now, stop being afraid of going to that next level. That business idea that you've been toiling around with in your head, and you're like, should I do it? Should I not? Go for it. If it's that expansion of your business you've been thinking about, Nakita, and you've been on the fence, go for it.
Facts.
Because the truth of the matter is that God will never ask you to do something that doesn't give you the favor to do. That's the plug right there. You can take that. If I don't give another nugget for the rest of the year, that's it right there. He's never going to ask you to do something that he doesn't give you the favor to do. Wow. I want to say good morning to my team, the team that makes up our team here. We got the silent assassin, big cousin, Troy Howard, always present, never says anything but always present. I want to say good morning to Mighty Titus, the man on the ones and twos. Good morning, Titus.
Good morning, Curtis. How are you doing?
All right. And we got Sonia Levine. Is she hit? Is she hiding? Is she in the work? Is she work today? Is she working?
I'm working. You know I'm working, as
Sonia
always.
Levine is back. Cuffing season. You back.
At them right now, so no cuffing.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm here.
Yeah. So Sonia and Titus and Nakita, just random thoughts from Curtis on Monday. Mm-hmm. So last night I had a chance to go to the Drew Hill, Avant, and Joe concert at the Horseshoe. I told Big Cousin last night I was headed out there. So a couple of thoughts, right? The Horseshoe Casino scares me. Is it just me, or you get scared? Dan Franklin, what's up? I see Karen Richardson, Robert, but hey, the Horseshoe Casino, like, if I'm going to gamble, I wouldn't gamble with the horse. Like, I'm afraid somebody gonna rob me. Like, it's the most uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. I felt totally. I go to Vegas a lot, and Vegas it smells great, and people look great, and they look like the Horseshoe is uncomfortable, man. Like, I'm not gambling at the damn Horseshoe, man.
It feel like debt and depression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When the state rep gets here, I think that should be a law. Like, demographically, you can't open up a casino where there's a certain economic or poverty level or unemployed. It don't match. Yep. Like, it. And I know looks can be deceiving, so I'm not trying to cast aspersions on people in respect to how they look. But they didn't look like they should be in gambling. Like, you need to say that little check. So I went to the Horseshoe. I went to go see Avant, Joe, and Drew Hill in concert. And a great concert. I had a good time. Drew Hill was great. Always. Cisco got too much. He just jumped up. He jumped up the whole. He just tell me what you want. I was in the aisle. Tell me what you need. He just jumped up the whole night. I'm on the fence about Joe.
Why? Did he sing Big Rich Town?
He did sing that. Call to action, Joe's son, Big Rich Town. Here's what I'm on the fence about Joe. Joe always making songs about somebody woman. Joe want to go to the movies because your man won't go. Joe want to go to Target with you because your man won't go. He always talking about what he going to do that some other cat won't. Don't you know a brother will hurt you over your woman, man? But one thing I can appreciate about Joe, I can appreciate this about Joe. He does the old man pump nasty dance.
He said the old Hold on.
Why y'all looking like I'm crazy? The old man, y'all know what the old man pump nasty dance is.
Show us what that looks like.
Y'all don't want to see me do the old man pump nasty. Look, when I was younger, you want me to do the old man pump? Look, when I was younger, I could dance like Chris Brown. I'm 44. I ain't got that kind of energy, right? I got about good 12 inches of space that I need to command right here, right?
He said 12.
And you get into a squat, and you just, like, hey, if you're an old man, you know what I'm talking. That's all Joe did all night. Tell me all the things you think to do, won't do. Just the old man pump. Now I can appreciate the old man pump nasty dance, right? Y'all think I'm silly, man. So look, so he did the old man pump nasty dance. So I'm looking at business. I'm always thinking about business. So Nakita, so I came up with this business idea.
Okay.
New business. I don't quite know what it is, but I'm gonna do something in the eyelash arena. Help me understand about eyelashes, the things that the women put on. Help me understand this.
It's so funny.
Do they sell the eyelashes in bulk? Like, if you go like to Sam's Club and I want a box of cereal, and I want one box, but I go to Sam's Club, they give me 6. Do they sell like eyelashes in like bulks of 1,000? Because they
Actually-
trying to wear all of them at one. I'm trying to figure this out. They trying to wear every eyelash that they bought. Like, so I'm thinking, and I'm asking this question. We're here for understanding,
For sure.
and clarity. I'm trying to figure this out. Do they sell these eyelashes in bulk, Nakita?
They sell them in bulk, and I get what you're saying, because I be out and I see the women, they all look like Muppets. You know, like the Muppet babies. However, from a business standpoint, there's actually a market for it. And
Okay.
you can even private label them.
Okay.
So, like, you can go to places like Your Name Pro.
Okay.
And you can actually get a line of private label eyelashes, and you can kind of, look and pick the look that's for you and put your business name on them and sell them as yours.
Okay.
So it's definitely a market for them. And the reason being is they're getting bigger. If you notice, every year it started with like the normal, but now they look like hands and fingers on your face. It's a lot. It's too much. It scares me.
I'm trying to figure out, do they sell them in bulk like a Sam's Club?
Yeah,
And then
of course.
secondly, is it like an expiration? Do they like disintegrate at a certain period of time, and that's why you got to wear all of them? Like they're only good for like 48 hours, and then they're gonna just disintegrate. Because I swear, I've had a piece of dirt on my eyelash before, and it's the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had to experience. And when I look at, I'm like, you have 5,000 eyelashes on one eyeball. It has to be uncomfortable. So I'm thinking maybe it's something about it that I don't know, and maybe there's a market for me. So you said it's private eyelashes
You
thing
can get some private eyelashes
that I could do.
Yeah, you can. But no, the thing is, I think it started with like photos. I think that a lot of people feel that the photos don't come through as polished if you don't have big eyelashes on. Just coming from reality TV myself, and I don't wear lashes, as you can see. But like on television, they put them on. But on TV, when it reflects back, it doesn't look like I'm wearing them. So I don't know if the ladies then got to the point where they think the bigger, the better.
Right.
Because I've seen some that was like
Strong
with it. Yeah.
How strong can your eyelids be with 5,000 eyelashes per eye? It has to be strong. So that's gonna be I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna crack that code in respect to. Here's another idea. Mm-hmm. I love my people. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, so I get it. I think that needs to be like, I don't know if it's a mirror, right, that has like a video cam on the top of it, that you can hit this button and get an instant assessment of what you wear into the concert. Right? Now, hear me out on this. Everybody, sometimes fashion forward is fashion forward. Everybody's flavor is not the same. I get that. But you can't argue with me that there's some definitive no-no. It's just a definitive no-nos.
Listen. You just hit a nerve. Check it out. Ladies, I'm just going to help y'all out right now. Let's just take a Beyonce concert, for example, right? So in Chicago, Soldier Field is our residential location for the Beyonce meetup annually, right? Ladies, stop wearing high heels to the concert, knowing that you on Soldier Field with the
soft turf.
You can't do this. First of all, you messing up the game. We bad enough, okay? Sis, you messing up the ground, the turf. Put on gym shoes with a cute little dress, and guess what? Beyonce don't care about no weather. I was at one Beyonce concert. It started raining, pouring. You saw lashes on people's cheeks.
See, there you go.
Listen, sis.
There you go. But it has to be something in there. Like, I think there's a mark. You can hit a button and you can get negative. Don't wear that. Negative. That's a negative. Like
they
a
got
consultant.
Bad friends. I'm just gonna chop it up.
Who is your
friends.
We talk about peers and who you got in your circle to help you grow your bit. Right. You got to man, look, for real. That's my 2 cents. So the Joe Pump Nasty Dance was a great. Cisco got a lot of energy. Never go to the horseshoe. I'm uncomfortable there. I'm never going there again. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back on the other side, we got Qua with the patient investment report. More conversation with Ms. Nakita Nicci. And you listen to the Urban Business Roundtable. Let's go with our patient investment report from our good friends over at Ariel. What's going on, Qua?
It's Qua, your patient investor from Ariel Investments. In addition to the usual toys for kids this holiday season, consider also giving the gift of financial literacy. Today, I have gift ideas that will help your kids move towards financial security. First, I have an old classic, the tried and true piggy bank. This is a great way to show kids the importance of saving because it's interactive. They literally see the money they're saving. You can even use multiple piggy banks to teach them how to save for different goals. I personally like the idea of teaching kids to save some money for charity, some for long-term needs like investing or a rainy day fund, and finally, some money for daily use. Now, if your child is ready for the next step, consider opening either a savings account or investment account. This is one of life's financial milestones, so give them the full experience. Arrange for them to have a meeting with a financial representative at a bank or at an investment firm. Make sure the representative gives them a basic kid-friendly overview of the financial services they provide. And when your child gets their first statement in the mail, take the time to go over it with them. Your child will become more familiar with how these important accounts work, and they'll feel more comfortable with managing their money. Give the gift that keeps giving. Teach your children to become financially empowered. For more tips, visit ArielInvestments.com. And remember, slow and steady wins the race.
Thanks, Qua. We appreciate that information. I want to welcome our guest. Miss Nakita Nicci is a Bravo television personality turned media expert who is responsible for helping business owners secure resources and exposure for their brands. As a co-founder of the Media Doctors, Nicci is the chief publicist and certified business coach specializing in creating unique techniques to maximizing exposure while saving money. The Media Doctors team consists of a network of media experts, brand specialists, grant writers, administrative professionals, and photographers to ensure clients have everything they need to succeed in business. She's been honored this year by Women Global Magazine. Nakita is a public relations chair for the Young Women's Professional League, and she's also currently the public relations chair for the 2020 WDB Legacy Ball. Good morning to you, Nakita. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. Great morning.
All right. We just sitting here having a great time. Good morning to you, Barbara Jean. Nakita, so business. A lot of what people do, a lot of what entrepreneurs have to do in business, people don't know it. It's just not your skill set. It's also your mentality.
Yep.
Right? How you actually think about things. And your mentality a lot of times can make or break you. As a professional, how has your ability to master the mental aspect of your professional game helped you?
You know what? Every failure was actually a setup for a come up.
There you go.
So I look forward to them. I expect them going in.
Yeah.
I know that, when you expect it, it's kind of like when you plan an event.
Yeah.
I've been to plenty. I've helped people plan plenty, and they start freaking out. No, going in, something is going to go wrong. If it's completely perfect, you didn't do something right.
Yeah.
So, if I start a new business, like, for example, how I came across with the Media Doctors. The Media Doctors was kind of a spinoff from my own company and my partner Q Johnson's own company, and we came together. Why? Because we kept doing it wrong apart.
Sure.
So we came together. We, her resources, my resources, and we just did something magical. And the name came from us sitting here, kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And I secured a Black Enterprise cover feature for one of the clients.
Wow.
And I'm like, dude, I'm surgical with it. With the doctors. Right? That's what I'm on, And they was like, Media Doctors. And I'm like, media.
That's hot. That's kind of hot. Right. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and trademark that. Let me go and get that LLC cracking.
That's hot. That's hot.
Just moved over from there. So
right.
I look at every failure as a setup, like, as long as you stay consistent with it.
Yeah.
You're going to go through all that.
That's an entrepreneurial trait.
Yep.
True entrepreneurs don't look at failure as a failure. We look at it as opportunity,
exactly,
as growth, as learning experience, as a way to get better. Like, there's no way you can have any kind of success in business without going through some failure, some kind of operation.
Exactly.
Right? That's exactly how you grow. And so I've been in business now, March 2001 is when I opened up the Curtis R. Mundy Insurance Agency. And so I've had a chance to kind of take a self-inventory. So I want to share this with you, and let's dialogue back and forth.
Sure.
Mental mistakes. Identified two mental mistakes that can make you miserable and that can hurt you in business. One, expectations gone wild. Like expectations, setting your expectations too high. Now, Nakita, I'm not talking about standards.
No, for sure. I got
right?
you.
So standards is a minimum entry level, right? You're not going to go below, right? I'm talking about setting your expectations too high. By definition, expectations are an assumption about how things should be, along with the certainty that the world will comply and make it so. And so expectations feel good. They make us feel better because they give us the illusion of certainty and order. But the problem is that we don't live in a world, right, that's certain. We don't live in a world that has order, especially with human beings. And so too high expectations make you irritable.
Yep.
It makes you feel like it hurts your self-worth. It can hurt relationships. It can lead to a perpetual strained anxiety and depression.
Yep.
So how do you manage? Everyone wants to get into business. Everyone wants to come into what they're going to do with the highest goals. How do you manage, in your opinion, how does one manage their expectation levels?
Well, here's the thing, and I'm glad you mentioned expectation levels, because you have to set yourself on tiers. You set short-term goals.
Sure.
I get, everybody want to be the super CEO. Everybody want to ride the Bentley. Everybody want the driver. Everybody want to live on the, top floor of the Willis Tower or what have you. But you have to focus on your short-term goals.
Yeah.
If you don't focus on your short-term goals, you're not going to see that you're winning.
Yeah, making them manageable,
Exactly.
making them attainable.
Exactly. Like with myself. With the media doctors, I started off saying I only wanted 3 clients a month.
Okay.
I'm not cheap.
Okay.
Well, it depends what cheap is, according to whoever's
That's subjective.
budget.
Yeah,
right.
subjective.
But I was saying 3 clients a month.
Yeah.
9 clients later, but I started off with that 3 clients a month, and I developed a system.
Yeah.
So that way we don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because this when you come up with your entrepreneurship, when you come up with your business, this is your baby, so to speak. And it's like, you don't want to. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but when you're stressing yourself out because you're chasing the money,
Sure.
you're gonna burn yourself out before you can even, enjoy the fruits of your labor.
When you set your expectations too high in business, and you fall short of them, a lot of times you don't have the wherewithal to be able to think like, okay, I shot for Venus,
Yep.
and I didn't hit Venus, but I'm still among the stars.
Yep.
You're just thinking, I shot for Venus, I missed, and in your mind, I crashed and burned and went right back down to Earth, and it creates this self-defeating attitude, and I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty
Me
of this.
too.
I set the bar. It's one of the reasons why, and I'm asking a lot of people who know me personally. The holiday for me that's always the toughest, New Year's.
Why?
Because New Year's for me, because I'm more of a glass is half empty kind of guy versus half full. So New Year's for me, historically, has been a time where I reflect on what I didn't accomplish. Right? Versus being thankful for the things I did accomplish. And a lot of times because I've set the bar so high, right, that I might have 15 things I said I was going to do. I may have done 10 of them. But that 5, pisses me off.
Yep.
So everybody else, having fun at crack of, midnight or whatever, I'm like, damn, another year, man. Another year I didn't do, man. Woo. And so I had to really, really, really talk to myself about that. So, but here's some food, how people can learn. You got to learn to embrace uncertainty and ambiguity. You got to embrace it. That's part of business. You don't have it all figured out. When you started your business, media doctors, and all the other things you're doing entrepreneurially, did you have it all figured out, Nakita?
Not at all.
Right.
And I just did it.
Right.
I got right in, and I did it, and I learned along the way. And it was like, and it started, people were asking me for extra services.
Sure.
And they were like, well, hey, can you do a business plan? I'll let you know tomorrow. Because I'm not about to, hey, now I'm doing business plans. Or, hey, I need a headshot. Brought in Emma Marie Green. You know what I mean?
You
So
figured it out on the fly.
Yeah, I started figuring it out on the fly. So it's like now I just got the whole system. But what I wasn't going to do after I invested all my bread into this situation is give up.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
But some people, it sounds like you were able to adapt and act and do well in that level of uncertainty. But some people don't do well in that kind of environment. 1 + 1 has to equal 2.
But it's just like a marriage.
Okay.
And people don't understand that it's just like marriage ain't for punks.
No.
And neither is entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. Hey, tell the truth, saying the devil. You're right. You are absolutely right. Second tip, you got to get comfortable with disappointment and regret.
Yep.
That's part of the game. That's just not true in entrepreneurship. That's true in life. Right. Everything I wish I could tell you that everything is hunky dory. Social media got people screwed up, Nakita.
They thinking entrepreneurship is glitz and glamour. They don't understand. That picture everybody put up of Whitney Houston, rest in peace. But that picture when she look whooped.
Yeah.
That's entrepreneurship.
That's the real. But all these different pictures when everybody's smiling and dressed and lipstick and suited up. I'm at home like, that's not real.
Nope.
That's not real. I think social media really has it when you put that best image of people out there. And I get the idea why. But for real, you have to be able to. The true growth comes in how you handle the disappointment.
That part.
Right? And when you really think about it, even the things that we perceive initially as a failure, it's really it's no such thing as a failure. It's really a learning lesson. So if you're learning from it, can you truly regret it?
Exactly.
You know, all things work together for the good. So even the things that we don't like, even the things that don't feel good to us, ultimately are working for, our good. And so being able to navigate and learning that disappointment and being uncomfortable is part of the game. Here's another mental trick or another mental thing that I think that we need to master as entrepreneurs. Judgmental self-talk, right? So when I describe this, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Whether you realize it or not, we talk to ourselves every single day.
Yep.
Ourselves. Like we're telling a narrative about ourselves every single day. And depending upon who's the author of that story within yourself will determine your outlook on things. So would you categorize yourself as more of an optimistic or a pessimistic person, Nakita?
I'm probably the most optimistic person.
Optimistic.
And it annoys people at times.
Okay.
And it's okay.
But
if
you need
you don't
that.
like it, you're not my people.
There you go.
It's all right. I'm one of those people that I don't hold grudges. I don't hold dead weight.
Okay.
It's like you either gonna love me or hate me. Ain't no in between. But I'm gonna be okay either way. And you have to have thick skin like that in order to be successful. Like I did an article this morning, I'll tag you in it later, about 10 things, like Boss Up Sis, is 10 things that we need to do to get ahead. I found myself in a situation where I felt I lost everything.
Okay.
Right? And instead of, I could do two things with that. I can do either one, hold myself on a pity party,
right,
and forget it and just give up and say forget it, or I can use this situation and look
fuel.
at the lesson in it as fuel and boss up.
Yeah.
What did I do? I went from literally $184 a month child support, living off my savings, sleeping on my mama couch, going through a heartbreak, to doing all right.
Yeah, doing all right. Yeah,
I'm doing all right.
Right.
I can get extra butter on my steak.
Get some
if I
mild
want
sauce
to.
on the chicken now.
I'm
Right, I
just
got
saying,
you.
extra cheese. You know what I mean?
But I mean, even the most optimistic person. Imagine if you had like a little Nakita on your shoulder, always telling you, you're never gonna do it. You're not gonna go
that
anywhere.
every day.
Really?
But you got to be bigger than her.
Really?
That's back to what I said in the very beginning. You got to expect the unexpected. You got to be prepared. Like, that's like going into a relationship like, dude is perfect. Yeah, he might cheat. Like seriously, it's like, but you're not leading with that, but you gotta be realistic to know
that it might happen.
It may happen.
Yeah.
And that's like going into a business, like, I might lose every dollar I got. I may end up, broke, evicted, whatever. Yeah. But guess what? You have to commit going in that you're gonna stay the path. You gotta stay the task. So forget that, because you got those little voices. Those little voices don't just come as the little person on your shoulder. They're not little Nikitas. They're little besties. They're babes.
Oh, absolutely.
They're boos. They're moms.
Absolutely.
They're dads, their
Absolutely.
aunties and uncles. Entrepreneurship back in the past generation was not work.
Yeah.
Where it is for us now.
Yeah.
They thought that's not a real job.
Yeah.
So, I had to listen to that. Go get a real job. Yeah. You may need to do this. You may need to do that. No.
Yeah. I tell everybody that whatever entrepreneurial dream you have is never a prerequisite that somebody has to rubber stamp that.
Yeah.
Like your squad, your family, they don't need to say, okay, they don't have to affirm what it is you have, because if the fulfillment of that dream was a prerequisite of them being in line with it, God would have gave it to them also, but he didn't. He gave it to you. So a lot of times you don't have to look for other people around you for affirmation that you're on the right path. You got to have that internal fortitude. How did you become involved in this line of work?
So I started with working in politics. I was doing fundraising for a person who was running for the gubernatorial race back in, what was that? Right when Blago got in that little situation. So that was like 2010. So anyway, I met this young lady, Princess Hemphill, and she owned a company called Celeb Events.
Okay.
So I met her, we just kind of vibe, we worked an event together, and she's like, I want to do some stuff with you. I'm like, me too. This was it's like a marriage. I'm like, you dope. So anyway, we started doing an event series called Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And how it was, we brought out Bear players. So we had like Matt Forte, Tommy Harrison, Adrian Peterson, and then we started taking it on the road. So now we got Ray Lewis, and then now they're letting us do All-Stars. So we doing All-Star parties for Derrick Rose. So at this point, I'm doing basically, event planning / PR for athletes.
Yeah.
Now I'm working with Major Wright.
Yeah.
He brought along Kelvin Hayden, who's now engaged to Taraji.
Yeah.
And, it was something I just got to act for. It was like something I was just good at. I didn't have to think about it, So I'm like, all right, this is what I want to do. But also, you working around rich athletes. I got a husband at the time. This ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? He's like, nope. You know what I'm saying? Linebackers. No, that's not gonna happen. So, I kind of changed. I reallocated my focus. Like, okay, I don't want to get in no trouble.
Yeah.
So I started working with just women.
Gotcha.
Right?
Makes sense.
I'm like, trying to save my marriage, happy life. There, but happy spouse, happy house. But then we divorced, right? So I'm like, where them athletes at? They're like, hey, yo. But I didn't go all the way back that route.
Okay.
I just decided, like, okay, this is what I'm good at. And then I end up doing a reality TV show.
On Bravo.
On Bravo, right.
Okay.
And then I came back like, man, I'm on fire right now. I don't want to be a reality TV star because they get your business too much.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm talking, wake up in the morning, you yarn, the cameraman in there like.
But I thought all publicity was good publicity.
Yeah, but no. Because it's not even about the publicity behind it. It's the process.
Okay.
Like, you wake up in the morning, they sticking cameras to spots.
You see the white stuff in the corner of your mouth. They want all that.
They want
right.
that. And it's like sometimes you have to weave in the head. It's like, man, what I mean? Go ahead and, flat iron that. But it was like one of those where I'm not comfortable waking up in the morning. I have to wake up as a camera in my face. Then they got to stick one to you. You know everything. Even when you go to the bathroom, your camera is on because their job is to listen and try to get stories.
Stories, right.
So I was like, okay, I come back, show a hit, 1 million views a week. What am I about to do now? This is my time. I took all the money that I got from that show and invested it into my business.
Good for you.
Every single
good
dime.
for you.
I didn't even buy a bag. Everything I got, I get secondhand. I learned how to be economical. Like, I have a whole Gucci bag, real authentic too. I buy that bad boy off Poshmark. I learned how to, work my number.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Good
like,
for you.
look, I still have a good, quality of life.
Right.
But I had to get realistic about
because
my
you got
budget.
goals.
Yeah,
you got goals to protect.
Yeah, it's like, listen, I'm building a legacy.
So this term branding, right? And when I look, everyone's a branding expert.
Right.
Everyone's a branding guru. Mm-hmm. What's branding?
Here's the thing. Branding is you. At the end of the day, it's what you're known for, but it's what they're saying about you when you walk out the room.
Sure.
So people who know me know Nikki is the media girl, right? If you want some business tips, go to Nikki Page. If you want a joke, go to Nikki Page. But guess what? If you want exposure, go, on Nikki Page. And you can't tag Nikki in a post and then hit her timeline because she got it set up funny. But you can hit Nikki in the inbox with an invoice, and I'll be glad to tell everybody about you.
There you go.
So it's like, I'm known for that. So when it came to PR, marketing, branding, I put it all under one umbrella, and my job is to make sure everybody know about you. What branding is, I want them to know what you do. It's cute. Everybody know you pretty, but what do you do? How can I help you?
So how do you balance the gospel and entrepreneurship is this thing of multiple lines of income, right? Multiple streams of income, right? So for me, I'm an insurance agent. I'm a real estate investor. I do motivational speaking, right? And with branding. So how do you marriage those two? When you got one mind that tells you how multiple streams of income and I do different things, I wear different hats, right? But Brandon says, you know what, maybe I need to just target on this one particular thing. How do you marriage that?
Well, how you did it. So basically you have the insurance, you're a motivational speaker on a radio show, and guess what? The one thing that you're talking about with everything, in an instance, is entrepreneurship.
Yeah, there you go.
And that's what. So you find that one little piece that connect all the dots together, and that's how you build your puzzle around it.
Gotcha.
So now you've been in the game since 2001. You're not just an entrepreneur. You're an enterprise.
Yeah.
And as a branding standpoint, I'm branding you as an enterprise.
Yeah.
So where people fall short, they will pick one of your businesses and only focus on that. Nope. Because everything we talking about is going to say the Curtis R. Monday enterprise.
Yeah.
So now we're searching that to find everything there is about you. So you just keep it consistent.
Told you a long time, I'm out of business, man. I'm a businessman.
What?
There you go. Why do you think most entrepreneurs, most small business owners don't invest in the services of a publicist. Well, back up. What's the difference between a publicist and a public relations person? What's the difference?
Same. It's the same thing.
Same
to be
thing.
honest with you.
Okay.
But why people don't invest is usually because they don't feel that it's a needed expense.
Okay.
They don't feel it's a needed expense until they need the expense.
Okay.
So actually, I have an avenue because I'm getting all the money. I teach. I teach entrepreneurs how to become their own publicists because it's
I saw
needed.
that.
Yep.
I saw that. I saw that. That's dope. I did see that. Made me go,
Yeah. So what I do, I put together a workbook and I teach you and I give you the tea. I even give you the entire playbook. I give you how I write out my media alerts. It's a little different than a press release. It reads more like a story. I tell you how to email me.
Yeah.
Because also I'm on the other side. I write for Rolling Out. I write for Black Doctor. Which puts me ahead of the game.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
If you're one of my clients, you in there.
You got outlets, right.
So it's like what I do is I title how, the dots and the, subject lines and things like that, how to get the attention of the person that you're trying to reach. Now, I taught, because think about it, as a just going, full disclosure, I can charge anywhere between, depending on the client, $1,500 a month to $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
And that may not be realistic for a new starting out entrepreneur. Yeah. So for $500, I'll tell them, here, buy the workbook and do it yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you get the budget, call your girl and I'll take it from there.
So, full disclosure, I had a PR person on the team. I totally believe that they're needed because I can't do what I do, but also focusing on singing my own praises or trying to get exposed. Like, it's hard juggling. It's entrepreneur. My challenge with my PR person back in the day was justifying the cost.
Yep.
Right? Because I'm a 1-to-1 kind of guy. If I buy 20,000 direct mail pieces, I can track what that meant in terms of the number of auto policies I wrote, right? I can say, hey, where'd you hear about me? You heard me, you got a direct mail piece? Okay, boom. I can quantify that. I could never quantify
your leads.
Right. If you got me an article in the Chicago Sun-Times, right, which was good, I can never quantify to say, okay, that translated into, that was always the script. So I'm sure there's somebody here that thought like me. Help us get over that hurdle. So
here's what you do. This is how you quantify your return on investment when it comes to public relations. So let's say, for instance, you're going on, let's say this show, right?
Right.
Let's just say something like, and I'm not, so don't go trying to put this in. Let's say everybody who signed up with me today, I'm going to give you a coupon code that says Monday 20% off, right? So I'm on a radio show. I just put it out there. If you go in and log on, you're going to get 20% off of my services if you put in Monday 20 or something like that. Now, you can tell how many people went on.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So you have to, or like, say, for instance, you got people, your public service team, you want them to guerrilla market and call 100 people on this list to try to get them, for businesses, because I've seen it happen, the call center type format, which works. Add some dummy numbers in there. Add your sister number in there.
Yeah.
Add your, just to make sure that the jobs are getting done.
Yeah. Because
it is some people out here that everybody want to wear the media hat for the sake of getting into the cool parties. Everybody want to be the public relations person, but they're not giving back the work. You know what I mean? They're not giving back the return on investment on the article. So it's like you just have to kind of do your due diligence too. You don't have to take much time away.
Right.
But do your due diligence as well to make sure that they're doing their job.
So one of the listeners who's listening on live has got a question. James Parker says, does your guest provide her service for tech startups?
I surely do.
Okay. So we'll make sure that she gives her information out, James, before she leaves. When I think of a PR person, I think of Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Jerry's my homie. I want that kind of relationship. I'm Cuba, and I'm looking for my Jerry.
Yep.
Do you limit the number of clients that you can bring on?
I do.
Okay.
And the only reason why is because I want to make sure that I give all of my clients personalized service. And I don't want to extend myself because at the end of the day, I have to have a life too.
Yeah.
And it's like I give my clients my cell phone number.
Yeah. Because
you never know. If you end up in the news overnight, I need to be able to get in front of that. So you call me at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Within reason, because if you call for anything else other than something serious at those hours, you will get cursed out. Just being honest. If it's a real emergency, that's why I give them my cell phone number. And it's like if I feel that my client, and I have all of my clients can vouch for this. If I feel that I didn't give them what I feel personally, their amount of service that's that suffice to the what I try, I give them the next month free.
There you go.
Because it's integrity.
Okay.
And I eat that month.
There you go.
If that means, I ain't gonna say something ain't gonna get paid because I budget well, but I'll eat that money because I'd rather go without than have my name out there bad.
There you go. 2020 is coming up. Everyone's getting there. If you're an entrepreneur and you're serious about your business, you probably started your planning as early as November to get your 2020 plan in place. 2024, you, Nakita, what does that look like?
So what I'm looking to do is expand. So now what I'm looking is to bring on more public relation people under me. I also want to bring on some interns. I'm looking for a bigger space. I also have a call center aspect that I am restarting up for women who suffer from chronic illnesses. So if you're looking to work from home and you're looking to, just kind of take calls for I can't say the name of my clients, but a cable company or a rental car agency or a tax agency, I'll have positions available starting January.
Isn't that the great thing about entrepreneurship? You can get creative and put yourself in a position where you can provide jobs to people. This is why I really believe this. As African Americans, we need to support Black-owned businesses, not just for the sake of them being Black. Like, I'm not saying just do it. They have to be competent, professional, and have the basic the basic things for entry.
Right.
But if all those boxes I check, I'm definitely 100%. We need to support each other from that respect.
Think about it. When you go in all these other cities, these major cities, every city got a Chinatown.
Absolutely, yeah.
We need that.
Yeah, we don't have Blacktown.
No, we ain't got Blacktown.
Right. I mean, Roseland, Inglewood.
Yeah, I mean, some parts of Bronzeville, but that ain't Black. It's Bronze.
But it has a negative. But it wasn't always like that. Bronzeville historically, like in the 60s, was a mecca, a metropolis for Black-owned businesses and things of that nature. But I get the sentiment. I want to say thank you. Thank you for being a guest. Anybody we have on the Urban Business Roundtable, you heard me say it earlier. We try to provide inspirational stories, and we try to provide information to help people go to the next level. There's somebody sitting there listening to the show who is probably inspired by what you just said in respect to your story, how you had to overcome certain levels of adversity, and now it's taking you to another level. And they need to hear that. And there are other individuals who are actually in business and thinking about, how do I take my business to the next level? And you just gave them a valuable resource to potentially help them. Where can individuals find you? If they want to do business with you, where can they locate you?
Okay, I'm on all social media at Nakita Nicci, Nakita Nicci. My website is nakitanicci.net. And again, like I said, it's that easy. I kept it consistent. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything is Nakita Nicci. And then my website is nakitanicci.net. And then my second website is nakitanicci.com. Sure.
Again, we'll be able to find them. And most individuals that we have on Urban Business Roundtable, it's not a one and off type thing. We're partners. We'll try to, I'm purposeful about trying to find ways we can strategically partner on different things. So I'll be contacting you. I got things from my own business, but trying to figure out we can connect the dots. And then two, tell Kiana Barber. I don't know if you call it a lifetime achievement award for look, give me my lifetime achievement award for the Legacy Award. You know how long I've been hustling. Look, man, I've been hustling I've been in this game a long time, man. I know you do with AC Green. I was AC Green before AC. I had dollars and cents before AC Green. Give me my lifetime. It don't even gotta be, it could be some Hennessy.
You mean Remy.
Do say for Hove. It could be, just jokes. Just jokes. We gotta get out of here. I love your spirit, Nakita. I appreciate you
so much for having me, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I need you guys to keep it locked. I'll take a quick break. I'll be back at 11 o'clock to do the Real Estate Investment Show, She Flips, He Flips, with my co-host, EJ Williams. Call my office at 708-647-1005. Let's get your financial house in order. I got $1,000 for any organization that you support in our Quotes for Good program. That's 708-647-1005. If you're interested in business and strategic coaching for your business or real estate, visit my website, www.curtisrmonday.com. That's www.curtisrmonday.com. Time flies when you're having fun. To my team in here, the Silent Assassin, Troy Howard, Mighty Titles on the ones and twos, Sonia Levine. I got to get out of here. I don't do this for my first name. I do it for my last name, Chance Jordan. Daddy loves you. I'll be home shortly. God bless. Say what you want to about me, but know I always did it my way. God bless.